What's up, guys? Today is Wednesday, December 31st, and I actually want to walk you through the chart annotations I did for the day and as well as the two trades I ended up taking. So yeah, let's get into it. So I was actually very bullish on market open. I'll tell you why. So going to the 4-hour here. Let me go to my other chart so you guys can see. So going to the 4-hour here, this 4-hour candle before market open was all the way up here, inversing this gap. So I really wanted to see this 10 o'clock candle close, well, this 4-hour, but the 10 o'clock close, inversing this, then I would be bullish. And really my condition for the day was waiting for 10 o'clock to see where the 10 o'clock close was to determine if I was bullish or bearish. But going to the 15-minute, another reason I was bullish was because overnight price took out all of these lows. These lows that I wanted to see be taken out like yesterday or the day before, we actually got that overnight, and then we also hit a London reversal perfectly at 3 a.m., 4 o'clock, 3 a.m. So I really wanted to see price rip higher, and I actually wanted to see price retrace because we have a really clean move higher here with not many retraces. It's really clean. So I wanted to see an hourly retrace to this fair value gap on the hourly. Because if I measure out the dealing range, right, we're in this fair value gap is in discount, and I wanted to see price retrace to this fair value gap because we're delivering from this 1-hour fair value gap here, and I want to see price move lower to this fair value gap for a retrace and then move higher to take liquidity. But we ended up inversing this 1-hour and eventually the 1-hour below it, and we closed under the 4-hour at the 10 o'clock 4-hour close. So that's what made me bearish on the day. So going back to my annotations I did for the day, going in queue here, I'll walk you through a little bit of what I saw today and my thought process. It was a very, very low volatility day, and I really shouldn't have traded today, but I really wanted to see the opportunity, what we had. So off open, price is selling lower, just dumps off open. We're respecting this 1 minute here. We dump, we rip right to this 1-hour. That's what I wanted to see at the time, but then I wanted to also see price move higher in a V shape off this candle right here, inversing this gap, moving higher to take this buy side and the buy side above. So we came lower, we took this minus short-term buy side. Oh, that's sell side. That's wrong. My bad, guys. And this is very smooth. Like, look at these relative equal lows. It's perfect. We have some equal lows here too. This is like an obvious, super obvious draw. And then this is our other obvious sell side draw here. But price just chopped. We came down. We didn't take sell side immediately. We made equal lows to this low right here at this low. Inverse this 1-hour higher. I didn't take this because of we didn't get like one candle inverse. I don't like when a candle comes up into it, respects it, then we got to close down, then we got a higher candle. I don't like this. I like to see a clean inverse higher. I didn't take this, and if I did take this, I would have targeted the 5-minute here. And we did have this 5-minute from the range moving lower that I wanted to see price retrace into, and later, once the 15-minute closed at 9:45, we had this 15-minute up here that I wanted to see price overall go for a higher time frame retrace into the 15-minute to move lower, but we didn't get that, as you can see. But price just chops around, very high resistance price action. On a high resistance day like this, you have to have a bigger stop. But on a day like this where candles like 20 points, you can get away with a 25-point stop. But usually on a high resistance day, you'll see a lot of retraces and a lot of wicks. So you need a bit higher point stop. But price just chops around. This was actually the one trade I ended up taking for the day, was this inverse, and I'll tell you why I took it and why it didn't work. So the reason why I took it was because ES took this low, right? And we had a short-term SMT with this low, and I was targeting this high, by the way. So, and I also had a really clean inverse, and we didn't have the greatest momentum, but I still liked it because we had a single candle inverse. We had a SMT. We didn't have a delivery from a PD array, but still, if we have a SMT, and then that would be a sweep on ES. So I'm counting this the liquidity sweep as well. It's very V-shape. Overall, I thought this was a really good trade. The reason why this trade didn't work was because NASDAQ didn't take overall the major sell side draw for the day. So the whole day, right, NASDAQ's drawing towards this sell side. And NASDAQ's not going to want to go higher for a retrace until this sell side's taken. So there's no point for price to retrace here at all. And we're just at a macro time, but to be fair, macro time didn't do a single thing. The only thing macro time did was manipulate like this, and we didn't really take any liquidity. This high kept. So macro time didn't do anything. I was really thinking, okay, we have our accumulation, we have our manipulation here, and then distribution higher. That's was my thought process here. So got stopped out here. This was my break-even point, this high. Then price does the same thing again. On NQ here, we come down, we sweep now all of this liquidity. Now ES by this time has made a higher time frame SMT with this low, our London low. So now I'm like, okay, price is probably going to go higher if we have an SMT here. ES swept it, NASDAQ did not. We have a very V shape. We actually ended up, this candle inverse this 2 minute, which I wanted to see. And we didn't have the 3 minutes. So this candle inverse this 2 minute, enter at this 2 minute right here, targeting this wick high. This is my break even point. And again, this is the really good trade, in my opinion, because we have our liquidity sweep, we have an SMT, we don't have a delivery, we don't have macro either, but we have V shape, we have a really good draw on liquidity, and at this time, we have all this LR in here and generated liquidity. So this high, this high, this high, this high, really good generated liquidity. I really wanted to see price come up for that higher time frame retrace to the 5 minute or the 15 minute to move lower. But again, price hadn't taken the London low, and that's the major sell side draw for the day. So trading longing before price takes the sell side draw really wasn't the smartest idea, and I've journaled it, made a note of it. So that's a lesson for me and for you guys as well, if you guys made the same mistake. And we also had this momentum candle here. So this is also another, this in my opinion, it's a loss that you deal with. The only way to avoid it was to wait for this London low to be taken, but we weren't going to get it, or trade bearish. But I didn't like any of the bearish entries. You could have took this entry with your stop at this high, targeting this low, but again, we're chopping around. And again, it was a really bad day, so nothing really we can do here. But you can see price takes this London low, we sweep it on a higher time frame, and immediately move higher for this inverse, this 2 minute inverse. This candle inverses, stop around bottom of the fair value gap, and we go higher from this point for our retrace. Price comes all the way up, taps the 5 minute and 15 minute, moves lower. So this is what I was talking about. This is what, if you would have waited for it, or if you shorted, but I didn't short. That's about it. Very low volatility day. I got my bearish bias. I was bullish. I flipped bearish once the 4 hour candle closed, and the hourly. As I showed before, the 4 hour candle closed under this bearish gap. So when I saw that, I was immediately bearish for the day. And that's about it for this day. Very low volatility. We have New Year's tomorrow, so no trades, market's closed. And that's about it. We had macro time here, take our sell side, and that's about it.